Good evening and welcome to Bizworld. I'm Adrian Seet. Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad MAHB expects the new operating agreement, OA, to be finalised with the government in the second half of this year. According to CGS-CIMB Securities, the OA sets out the terms and conditions of MAHB's concession to operate 39 of Malaysia's airports. The current OA was inked in 2009, drafted with the intention of compensating MAHB as an airport operator but not as an airport infrastructure developer. This means MAHB's benchmark passenger service charge tariffs are raised every 5 years at the rate of inflation, while its landing and parking charges are raised only if the lowest rates in certain countries are raised. Property developers are still grappling with the rising of raw material prices coming into 2022. This has led to some developers, including UEM Sunrise, to minimize any wastage on its construction to accommodate the pricing margin.
Our goal is to address that upfront and minimize this wastage so that irrespective of what changes there are in terms of material pricing, we'll be able to control that internally, have a bit more clear view how much we're spending and how much we can actually bring to the table and transfer those values to the customer.
Speaking at the launch of Kaya Heights today, he said one method to cope with rising prices of raw materials is to collaborate with contractors and service providers. To a question, Sufyan said he could not foresee when the prices of raw materials, including cement and steel, would stabilize. It was reported that prices of building raw materials were rising every fortnight, causing construction costs to balloon.
Assistance to flood victims. Weeding out errant traders. Stabilizing prices of essential items. The new normal of buying online. And Malaysia's cost of living challenges. Consumers International President Dato' N. Marimutu speaks to Money Matters this Saturday at 5 p.m. only on TV3.
Raya Airways is ramping up efforts to strengthen its fleet of freighter aircraft, expanding its network of routes and hiring new talents to deliver its resilient blueprint. This is a part of the company's growth target, following the International Air Transport Association's projection that air cargo demand will exceed 2019's levels by 13% this year, with cargo revenue expected to rise to over 670 billion ringgit. Its Group Managing Director, Muhammad Najib Ishak, said Raya Airways aims at cementing its position in the fast-growing freight service sector, leveraging on a team of close to 450 staff. It is covering regional hubs such as China, Indonesia, Singapore, Vietnam and Hong Kong, and prime commercial centres in East Malaysia. Raya Airways has identified new markets to venture into and made further inroads in existing ones to be key drivers of its future growth. Raya also increased their average weekly load to its latest destination of Nanning, China, to 120 tons, a threefold growth compared to when it started plying this route in June last year. Sunway malls and traffic and sales returned to 100% normalcy in the fourth quarter of 2021 in comparison to the pre-pandemic levels of the same quarter of 2019. The recovery was driven by strong pent-up demand, festive seasonality, a high percentage of the fully vaccinated population, and the de-escalating COVID-19 daily numbers. 92% of its retailers reported sales recovery, with 32% saw sales recovery exceeding 100%, which included jewelry, health and personal care, and digital lifestyle. Preliminary January 2022 data indicated that the momentum is still sustaining well, with traffic on January 1st being the best traffic count for the past 22 months. For the first half of 2022, consumer confidence is expected to remain robust, driven by gradual pickup in economic activities and the ongoing booster shot rate. And the group believes the Bantuan Keluarga Malaysia Cash Assistance Program is expected to provide an additional boost to consumers' purchasing power. And that's all the time we have for Bizworld. I'm Adrian Seet. Thank you for watching and keep tuning in to TV3.